Hey everybody, this is Fran from the 5-Minute Modeler. Today we're going to do a little switching in the Petoskey Yard as we had a fairly long train come in from Grand Rapids, and we're going to watch this thing switch the cars into the classification tracks. So hang in there. It's running a little bit fast just because I speeded it up to make it less time consuming. But you'll get the idea. Now, Petoskey Yard only has 3 classification tracks, and it's often very full because of the incoming and outbound trains. It gets trains from Grand Rapids, and it also gets trains from a C&O Interchange. It also sends trains back through Grand Rapids as well as to Cadillac and some of the other locations. But here we got a shoving into the Petoskey 2, or the GR2 track, I'm sorry. And we've got 2 engines running today. We've got 4911 and 4907. They're consisted together, both Atlas engines, and they're running really well together. Some of you may have noticed in one of the previous videos that my Petoskey Yard actually is elevated. You reach it through a 3-loop helix, and that creates its own operational challenges, more double-headed engines to pull trains. I think this train was about 16 cars, and it was a little tough getting up the hill there. But I made it in, and now it's just shunting the cars back and forth into the right classification tracks per the JMRI switch list that was provided. Along the way, it picked up some cars, it dropped off some cars. So this is a local. There's also a Grand Rapids to Petoskey Express that runs. It goes one direction one day and then the other direction the next day. I suspect that these 2 engines will be taking the Express back. One of the things that I wanted to share with you is that you can do some very good switching at scale in the N-scale layouts. As I said earlier, this is actually about 1 1/4 speed, so it's going much slower in real life. These Atlas engines, they're operating very nicely, and they really run pretty smoothly. They don't have sound in them, but they do both have the NCE 12A2 decoders, drop-in decoders. In the distance, you can actually see the town of Reed City, and that's one of the areas in the layout that has quite a bit of switching opportunities. In fact, this train dropped off 3 cars in that location and picked up a few. The yard lead on this end of the layout unfortunately only has a limited amount of space, and so that's why you see that the cars that are being moved are in shorter blocks. And if we went too far, we'd fall off the end of the layout, and that'd be a mess. There's not one special type of cars that we get in Petoskey. actually quite a wide variety of products as well as types of cars. And the interchange with the C&O actually provides additional opportunities for switching out to the interchange track, and then those cars going from there to wherever C&O decides to send them. Although in this case, it really just sends them down to Wyoming, is how we have that. And that's really how the geography is too. These will be the last two cars on the train. It's a Norfolk Western boxcar and a Southern Pacific auto rack. And it's kind of interesting to see the short 40-footer with the 89-foot auto rack there. Not an unusual scene in the 70s. The state of Michigan does an awful lot of automobile traffic, auto parts, finished vehicles, and so forth. That's more on the Detroit side rather than the west side, but the west side of the state is actually, the beneficiary of vehicles coming in via rail car. And there's a few spots on the layout where they will get those vehicles. So that's it for the day, and the engines are going to tie down at the Petoskey station, grab some lunch, and then they'll probably back in and refuel for the return trip back to Grand Rapids. Thanks for watching another episode of the 5-Minute Modeler, and stay tuned. We've got some other episodes coming up regarding JMRI. It seems to be a popular topic. So have a great week. See ya.